My name is Bella Berta, and I have done research about how mental illnesses have contributed to higher crime rates. The pie graph on the left shows the percentage of mentally ill inmates imprisoned around the world. The bar graph on the right shows the different types of mental illnesses that prisoners have. As many of you guys probably already know, the person on the left is Charles Manson. He's famous for running a cult. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and paranoid delusional disorder. He was sentenced to death after the murder of Shannon Tate took place. The man on the right is Jeffrey Dahmer. He was an American serial killer and sex offender who committed the rape, murder, and dismemberment of 17 men and boys from 1978 to 1991. He had sexual paraphilias, including necrophilia, cannibalism, exhibitionism, pedophilia, depression, and substance abuse. The mental illnesses of both these men caused them to become more violent, murderous, and antisocial. This topic is important because crime rates all around the world continue to rise due to mental illnesses. In some cases, someone with a mental illness could have traits which could cause them to act more callously. To add on, the mentally ill are not receiving the right treatment, causing the crime rates to continue to rise. The first takeaway is adult psychopaths constitute only a tiny fraction of the general population. This is ironic because studies suggest that they commit half of all violent crimes. The second takeaway is approximately 20% of the inmates in jails have serious mental illnesses or disorders. This was founded by the Treatment Advocacy Center. The Treatment Advocacy Center also found that serious mental illnesses, typically untreated, is associated with an estimated 29% of family homicides and 7% of all homicides. This shows how poor the attention the mentally ill receive from prisons and jails. The fourth takeaway is 2/3 of those who have committed crimes directly related it to their mental illness symptoms. Prisons and jails have noticed this issue but did not act on it. The fifth takeaway is if the mentally ill were treated, crime rates would drop by at least 40%. Crime rates would drop because the mentally ill would become more mentally stable. The solution to this problem is group therapy. For example, a Tampa-based school is gaining new attention for their Bent Not Broken program. This program is for those who are struggling with mental illnesses. The people that participate are able to talk about their feelings to others that are struggling with the same issue without being judged. Crime rates are decreasing gradually because of group therapy. By investigating on this topic, I was able to bring light to how mental illnesses have contributed to higher crime rates. One fact is that 1 in 5 American adults have experienced a mental health issue. I thought that it was interesting that there is 10 times more people in jails and state prisons than approximately 35,000 individuals with serious mental illnesses remaining in state hospitals. To add on, only 44% of adults with diagnosable mental health problems and less than 20% of children and adolescents receive the needed treatment.